Blog number 9. Lighter side, or more fruitcake anyone? By now you know that I try not to focus on the negative, which I might add is a big category, and I look at or focus on the positive. I am not always successful in this, but I feel that any day outside of myself is a good day. By that I mean taking the time to help others instead of dwelling on my own problems. I mean always looking at what I still can do, not what I can't, and doing it. It means making myself available to be an encouragement to someone who is having a harder time than myself at the moment. It means to simply listen to someone to show them that they still matter. My friends, I joke about it at Taxia, and I probably always will. Okay, I definitely will. But life does not stop because I have this. No matter what your personal struggle or situation is, I urge you, dear friends, to continue. You are a living testimony of what is your choice. And so I will continue. One of the greatest ironies in my life is the reality that the things I struggled with or against as a child, either because of the lack of the necessary skills needed, or just simply because I was too busy in the sandbox or trying to learn a bike, are things that I should be able to do as an adult but can't. An example of this would be dominoes. I was, as a child, never able to set up more than one in a row. Now, I don't necessarily have a burning desire to play with dominoes, but I should be able to reach into the cupboard or grab something off the shelf without setting off a chain reaction. I mean, seriously, everything starts to go over like I just spent days setting it up, and now I'm going for the world record. Trees even start to fall. People start screaming. It's mad panic. Okay, that's a stretch. Nobody screams. The dogs at my house are a good example of the current situation I find myself in. The best way to describe this is to tell you about the other night. My wife had made popcorn for us to snack on while we were relaxing in the evening. As is usually the case, my wife and I were side by side on the couch, and also, as per usual, the two dogs were climbing on me, and having dropped a few kernels of corn, my wife turned to me with a grin and said, "You, my friend, are the weakest link." It's very true. It is one of the first things a new dog learns in our house, as if they're thinking to themselves, "Hey, if I hang around the wobbly guy long enough, good things are going to happen." When I have food, I'm their best friend. And the thing is, I don't mind being the weakest link. Somebody's got to do it, right? And it has taken a lot of pressure off meal times once I accepted that, yes, I am going to spill. But the dogs have me covered. The sad thing is that I can't take them with me into the restaurants. There should be a handicapped status. I mean, they would be under the table and vacuum the floor. Think of the time saving for the staff. I never have had a very good relationship with fruitcake. And by good relationship, I of course mean that I don't like it. To me, the recipe goes something like this. You take all of the struggles, obstacles, the pain, and the sorrows of life, mix them all in with a heavy dose of ataxia, and snap, crackle, pop fruitcake. I've been told that you can wrap it in a rum-soaked cheesecloth and age it, but nope, sorry. Just give me a glass of rum and some Skittles, and I'll be happy. And there's no cheesecloth needed. If the medical community suddenly declared that one day my ataxia could be slowly reversed by consuming 3 ounces of fruitcake daily, well, let's just say that things might get interesting and leave it at that. The less said, the better. One of the reasons I joke around so much about my condition is not because I'm unaware of how serious it is. but because it helps me to accept the present and not mourn for those things in the past that could have been but never were. Not only do I try to focus on those things in the present which are positive, but I also try not to focus on the past. It's difficult, but I really do try to smile at the memories of the past as compared to the present. I can live in a state of mourning for what became impossible and the things that I missed, or I can count my blessings and live in the present. You know what I choose. My question is, what do you choose?